What's up, Internet? I'm Vid, and I'm making a webcomic. Making a webcomic is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I just never felt like my ideas were good enough. I felt like I needed to plan it out far in advance, have the ending in mind. I thought I needed to get it perfect. And then at some point I realized that I'm never going to create anything that's perfect, especially not on my first try. I've never made a webcomic before, unless you count, when I was like 15, I had a very short-lived webcomic on the internet. It was just like stick figures. And then I got embarrassed and I just deleted it all from the face of the internet. I'm pretty sure there's no evidence left of that, which is kind of a shame. I wish I hadn't done that, but whatever. Anyway, the point is, I'm working on a webcomic now. I know it's not going to be perfect. I'm learning as I go. I'm learning how to write, how to draw, how to make a website. I made a website, kind of. I just used a WordPress theme, but I actually learned some CSS so that I could customize it and get it to look just the way I wanted it. So that was challenging, but I'm pleased with the result. So the elevator pitch that I've settled on for my comic is that it's about the ups and downs of adult life, but mostly the downs. But I'm hoping it's still kind of funny. Like I said, I'm learning how to write. I don't know if I know how to write a joke, but I'm learning. So hopefully it's kind of funny, but it's an ongoing story. It's mostly like going to be narrative driven and character driven, and if it's ever at all funny, then that's just an added bonus. It's called Funny How It Goes. You can check it out at funnyhowitgoes.com. You can follow along at FHIG Comic on Instagram. There's a Facebook page you can like, and you can also follow along on Webtoon and Tapastic, which are two apps that are designed specifically for reading awesome webcomics. And there's lots of really cool comics aside from mine. There's lots of other cool comics that you can read on those apps. So if you feel like it, you can download those. So I'll leave some links down to my comic down below. In this video, I'm just going to be working on one panel from a comic. It's already, I drew it, and it's going to be sped up. So the comic is actually already up on the website that this panel is from. And I'm just going to be drawing and talking, and hopefully it's interesting. So without further ado, here it is. So here I'm working on a panel for my comic, Funny How It Goes. And it's been a very long time since I tried drawing in two-point perspective, so there was a bit of a learning curve. I think there's actually an easier way to do this, but I don't know. You can see it just looks like a mess of lines right now. You can also see that I'm referring to an image. It'll pop up on the screen again, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I was using an app that I found online. It was free, called Room Sketcher, I think it was called. I'll include a link. But it was super helpful because I was having a hard time sort of visualizing my main character's home. So it was very very helpful to be able to kind of map out the main character's house and have a sense of what the rooms looked like, and so it was cool. And I still modified it based on, from the image. You can take snapshots on the Room Sketcher app, but I made changes just to suit what I had in mind. But anyway, So yeah, this just right now it looks kind of like a mess of lines. You can kind of start to see a kitchen taking shape, but I don't know. I think maybe I didn't place the two dots far enough apart, and that's why the angles look so extreme. I mean, I think it's fine, but I don't know. Maybe in the future I would try to space them farther apart so it doesn't look so extreme. It ends up looking kind of trippy. You can kind of see that my sketching is very messy. I usually just do a bunch of layers and then just kind of refine them as I go, and then before I start doing the final line work. But I don't know, I really want to study anatomy more because I was having a really hard time finding the right position that I was going for here. So you'll see I spend a long time just trying to get this right, and I don't know if I did or not, but eventually I got it to a place where I was happy enough with it. But yeah, just more refining and redoing, and I don't know, my method right now is just a lot of like trial and error. Like I just draw and see what looks right, and if it doesn't look right, I move things around and redraw, and hopefully I'll get better as I go. Yeah, I think I already have since recording this. I feel like I've gotten a little bit more loose and quick, and just overall, hopefully, an improvement has taken place. But you could look at here what I was trying to, I don't know what I was trying to draw initially with this dad's position. Again, anatomy, something I definitely need to work on. Even though I have a really cartoony style, I want to keep that, but I still think just having a better sense of how the body is put together and how it can be positioned and stuff, and the relationship between the sizes and shapes, I just think that would improve things. Yeah, so you can see I keep flipping the canvas because I think that really helps with what some people call art lean. I don't know if that's the technical term for it or not, but yeah, I think I definitely sometimes have that. Things look right a certain way, and then I flip it and I realize that, whoa, that doesn't look at all like the way I thought it looked. And so flipping the canvas really helps with that. You can see here I am again, still editing, making small changes. I think, yeah, here we go. I'm starting with the line work. I'm using a brush that's I forget the term for it. I'll have to look it up. But basically, it's bumpy. The spacing is kind of random, so the lines look a little bit more rough. I like the look of it. It kind of looks a little bit more authentic, or like real ink, maybe. And I try to keep the line weight varied, or I try to vary the line weight, but sometimes I press too hard and it just ends up looking like a uniformly thick black line, and I don't know. Yeah, it's harder when characters are in the background. The lines just come out thick. It's hard to add details. But yeah, hopefully this is interesting. I don't know. This is only the second Speedpaint video that I've made, so I don't know exactly what to say during these, but I don't know. I like watching these kinds of videos, and just getting an idea of an artist's thought process as they draw. Obviously, I'm not currently drawing this. This was recorded previously, and now I'm just doing like a voiceover. But yeah, this is just one panel of a comic that went up just this past Thursday, and I'm recording this voiceover on a Saturday. Hopefully this video will go up pretty soon after I record this. But yeah, if you are watching this, let me know if you have any questions for me, and then maybe I can answer them during my next video. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on my comic. I don't know if you have any questions about starting a webcomic. Not that I'm by any means an authority on that subject. I'm still learning, but yeah, we can learn together if that's something you're interested in. Honestly, don't know who's going to be watching this video, if anyone at all. But yeah, I actually kind of liked doing the creation of this kitchen. I don't think it's perfect, but it was actually kind of fun. I don't have a lot of experience with backgrounds, but it was cool seeing it all come together based on just like, you know, lines intersecting and stuff. I don't know if I'm describing it well. Anyway, now I'm coloring it. I think I end up going back later and changing the size of some of the characters because it didn't look quite right to me. Like the dad looked too small in relation to the fridge, so I think I end up going back and scaling him up a bit. But yeah, and I think here I start erasing. I didn't really have to do this because they're on separate layers. I'm not sure why. Maybe I felt like I needed to have all the line work on one layer, but I never combined the layers, so I really didn't need to go through and erase what was behind the characters. And in subsequent panels, I haven't done that, but apparently I felt the need to. But that's what I mean when I say that my process is just a lot of trial and error. Anyway, I just use flat colors in my comic because it's just easier. I would like to practice shading more, but I just think, you know, it's already challenging enough to create just a simple 3-panel comic twice a week, as it is. So I think, yeah, the only shading is just like a little blush on the cheeks of the mom and the daughter. I don't think I added them on the dad. I mean, I certainly could have. It's not like, it isn't even supposed to be like makeup blush. It's just sort of a bit of a ruddy color in their cheeks. But maybe she gets it from her mom and not her dad. I don't know. It's not something I really thought about that carefully. But yeah. Here I'm just messing with the word bubbles, but one other thing that I think I need to work on in my art is tangents. You'll see like the edge of a word bubble is kind of like right on the line that shows where the wall meets the ceiling, and I feel like, I don't know, I made the most of it, but I think I end up changing around where the word bubbles are anyway. But yeah, it's hard to plan out an image and not have there be any tangents, which is just like, I don't know, where lines either are just way too close together or they're actually touching or whatever. It just looks messy or confusing. But anyway, it's something I need to work on. Yeah, here I am changing the shape of the mom and the dad, or the size rather. So now he's like, I don't know, a more appropriate size in relation to the fridge. And here I am erasing the background lines again, which I didn't really need to do. Oh, hopefully, I feel like I can hear the vocal fry in my voice. I hope that's not annoying. Yeah. Here we go. I think I'm almost done. I'll show you the finished image once this is all done. But yeah, hopefully this wasn't as boring as my last video, if anyone watched that. But was, let me know. Feedback is always welcome. And yeah, if you have any ideas for how to make these videos more interesting, let me know, because I think I'd like to make more. So this is the final look of the panel. This is what it ends up looking like. There you go. Thanks for watching and sitting through that whole video. I think I need to pick, I know I was rambling, I think I need to pick like a specific topic that I'm going to be talking about, and maybe write out some points beforehand that I want to hit as I go. You know, I don't know. I want to get better at making these videos too, because I want to make more of these in the future. And not just speed paints of me working on the comic, but I also want to do like more fan art videos and just other speed paints. But anyway, I realized I didn't do a very good job explaining Room Sketcher. You can go to roomsketcher.com. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below, but it's basically an app. You can create floor plans and home design, like interior decorating. Basically, you just like create layouts, and then you can add little assets to it that are like furniture and stuff, and then you can, and it's free as far as I know. I mean, I think there's a premium version where you probably get access to more features, but in the free version you can you can like set a person, like a fake person, down into your floor plan, face them in a certain direction, and take like a little snapshot, like the image that you might have seen in this video. So I created a floor plan and a layout for the house that my main characters live in at the outset of the story, and I don't know, that was just super helpful because I don't have a lot of experience creating floor plans or just visualizing that. I actually don't know how other artists do that, how they plan out their characters' settings and buildings and stuff. Yeah, I didn't actually do a lot of research on that and how other artists do that, but I think in lieu of any other method, I think Room Sketcher kind of works, so I might continue to use that for this purpose. Anyway, I've rambled enough about that. It's not like they're sponsoring me. They're not. I wish. That'd be awesome. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say, but I don't think so. Like I said, if you have any questions for me, if you did watch this, let me know. I'm going to try to make these videos more interesting and engaging and informative, but that's all I have for today. So, see ya later.